A courageous horse is a safe horse. You can feel safe if he's courageous, but if he's not, it is hell for you. See inside 4 tactics. G'day, Tony Lander here, and I want to help you with your horse. If you have a horse that's not courageous, this is a great way to start. I'll show you with our warm blood 2-year-old stallion, almost 3, how to get started with the rope and getting friendly. I'll give you 4 tactics. So let's check it out inside the video.
Okay, so I want to start a little bit of friendly energy with the rope, because we've done none of this before, and he thinks the energy means get moving. So I have to allow him to go, float around, maybe say a little bit on the halter, hey, you don't have to go. Redirect the energy, get him to not run off so much, keep looking at me a little bit, keep my energy down in my body, and just let the rope move. It doesn't matter if at this point if it doesn't touch him, it's no problem, as long as it's moving. And he can find out that when he runs, it doesn't get the energy stopped, but when he stops, it does. So it's about the timing, about the consistency, about my energy in my body, being in a relaxed state, even if I have to move and drift. I want to keep it down. It's not pushing him to go anywhere. That's good. And for this, because it's the first time, it's really about finding the soonest spot that I can stop, and then progressively building it up to where there's more and more. But if he's still moving, I don't want to stop. But I would love to be able to time it to when he thinks about stopping. So he goes here, he walks forward a little bit, then his hind quarter goes and he faces up, and I say, good, this is a good timing to stop. If I can, yeah, good job. Licks his lips. So there my arm moved towards him, and he thought this meant something, because being a stallion, he's got told a few times by his previous owner and a little bit by us to say, don't bite us. So now I go straight up on, if I can, on the wither, because this is about the best spot for neutral with the horse. It's not in front, causing him to go backwards. It's not behind, causing him to go forward. Because I have a line here about where the shoulder line is, or just behind, that I call the survival line. And this is any energy behind this line generally causes him to go forward or move the hind quarter to the side. And when he does these jumps, we just allow him to jump with just a bit of a feel on the halter. So back to the survival line. Generally, any energy in front of the survival line, like here, would generally cause a horse to think about going backwards or turning the front end around, right or left. So now if he goes around like this and doesn't pull hard, I can just allow him to go and keep the rope going till he finds out that this is not so helpful and doesn't get rid of the rope. When he pulls back, I just drift a little, try to keep the rope going, just drift here, try to keep his nose a little bit towards me. And as he slows, go slower on my rhythm of the rope. So it's a lot to do with rhythm. If we're jerky in the movements, it's not so good. Now he's pulling hard, so I'm going to say don't pull so hard. I don't want him to learn that he's strong enough to do this. Because he is big and strong, but I don't want him to know that yet. That's better. Good. Got one on without a movement. And even if he drifts just a little here at the afterwards, I'm not too worried about this yet. I want him to find out the more that he can stand still, the better it is. And we have to work with him a little bit. What he can handle, what he can't handle. That's it. So there I even took a little pause between the next throw because he didn't run. And here's a worry, he's worried about his head because my arm comes up. He thinks he's being told, don't bite. So I drift with him a little bit, try to slow him a little bit, try to bring him. So now I go to another tactic and I'll move the rope like this in front of him and walk away. So get him to follow a little bit so he can build a bit of courageousness. That's it. And he even wants to have maybe a sniff of it. That's good. Good. So at this stage and at this age of him, we don't need to fully go on and on and on the same side. We can change the tactics, we can change the task, and help him get used to it. Much better on this side. A little pause here, give him a rub, say everything's okay, we're not trying to kill you. Eh? We're just trying to make you more courageous than you are, even though you are courageous. So pretty cool on this side. It's okay. So it's really what he doesn't like is the hand coming towards his face, which makes sense. So I'll just turn him around, do the other side again. That's it. Good. Licks his lips. Really courageous. Super good. See if we can do the legs as well. Then if I can get it up on the hind quarter and let it slip down, it's cool. Good job. He's a cool customer, eh? Sure. Yeah.